Welcome into the studio, Rangi Coleman, who was the BizLink Town Coordinator interim at the moment. And firstly, congratulations on that, and great to get to know you. And I understand applications are still being taken for that position.
Yes, first of all, good morning, Brian. Good morning to the listeners as well. Yes, I've been fortunate to be contracted through BizLink Hawera. The association has asked me to step in and help organise a few things. And one of them, of course, is to take the applications for the full-time position. Now, those job applications close this Friday, the 9th of November. So for all those budding organisation and management people out there who think they have the necessary skills to fill the position of Town Coordinator for BizLink Hawera, why not give it a shot and drop your application off or check out our website, BizLink Hawera Incorporated.
Now, Rangi, you're fairly well known, but just a little bit about you.
I wouldn't say that.
Radio's a personal medium, and we'll be talking to you for the next few weeks, and hopefully longer. So, yeah, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, Brian, I come to Taranaki, a great region, South Taranaki in particular. Prior to that, I was living in Wellington and moved up here with my partner. And I also come from a background in broadcasting and media. Prior to moving here to Hawera, I was working for Māori Television in the Wellington Bureau as Bureau Chief and also the Parliamentary Press Gallery. So just a little bit of background about me.
That's a pretty impressive CV, and I could be very distracted and probe into that, but you're here primarily to represent what's happening in Hawera and the health of retailing. So let's get down to it. We've got the upcoming Christmas parade.
Yes, we do. So, we're planning, preparations are well on their way to plan the big party for the arrival of the big jolly man. And his arrival is on Saturday, the 15th of December. So this is the Hawera Christmas Street Festival and Parade. And this year we're going to try and make things bigger and better, but we can only do that with the help of our local business community and our community organisations. So if you want to get involved, I'm going to be down at our BizLink office at 9 Union Street, and we have lots of things planned for the day. The actual street festival kicks off at 9 o'clock that morning, and we'll run to about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. About midday, we're going to stop proceedings because, of course, the Santa Parade needs to go down High Street. So that'll kick off about midday, and we're hoping to get it going till about 12:30, 12:45.
All right, if you've just tuned in, it's 9 minutes past 8. You're with the coast, and I'm talking to Rangi Coleman, representative of BizLink Hawera, and he's the interim coordinator for the town there. And we're talking the Christmas parade. We'll have a break. We'll come back and we'll continue the interview. Twelve minutes past 8. You're with the coast. My guest this morning is the interim BizLink Town Coordinator, and it's Rangi Coleman. And interesting CV. We'll have to have a coffee with you sometime and find out about all your time in broadcasting and journalism, and even you mentioned Parliament as well.
Yes, associate member of the New Zealand Parliamentary Press Gallery, but That's a whole different monster itself, so we may need to have 2 or 3 coffees that day, Brian.
All right, we've been talking about the upcoming Christmas parade. If people want to enter a float and all that, paperwork, registrations, what's the drill?
The simple solution to that is to give me a call, and you can do that by phoning our office on 278 4162, or if you get no joy there, because sometimes I am a little bit busy out and about trying to push the entry forms, give me a call on the cell phone number for BizLink. That's 021 292 0415. Or I'm always happy to see people face to face, so drop into our office at 9 Union Street, and we're straight opposite the town square.
All right, upcoming BA5s. Now, that's an acronym, it's a code, and a lot of our listeners who aren't business people, what's these BA5s? They're business after fives, where it's basically business people networking, isn't it?
Absolutely. So it's an opportunity for the local business community, business owners, business operators to get together, do a bit of brainstorming as well as the, pre-drinks and nibbles to the big occasion, but really it's a chance for them to get together and share ideas. And these normally take place after 5 p.m.
Yeah, and then normally it involves a little bit of drinking and eating.
And socialising.
And handing
I think
out.
the word schmoozing.
Schmoozing. I like that, schmoozing. And even if you go as a journalist, it's very helpful, because quite often you've got 30 to 70 key people who are decision makers who own businesses. And it's amazing. You see something, think, right, I've always wanted to broach this with this person, and it can be very, very useful. Even if it's just one conversation you want to have with a decision maker.
Absolutely.
It's invaluable.
And that's right. And you never know what the result's going to be unless you take that chance to approach that person, and BA5s provide that opportunity for people to do so. Business owners and business operators can't work in a vacuum, so, they all need to share ideas in order to move the whole business community forward. So BA5s
it's just one of those
that.
things, when you get together with like-minded people, something happens. You get a little bit of a synergy going there. And even if you meet up with your rivals, I've seen rivals exchange idea, and it helps your morale, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And, we're a small community here in Hawera, although, geographically we're quite big. Yeah. But the business community here is quite small and very supportive of the times that I've been to a BA5, of each other and the ideas that they share. So the BA5 for November is happening on November the 15th at Tairua Lodge at 3 Puawai Street. And the RSVPs, you can RSVP me at the office, and you can send those through email as well, office@bizlinkharbor.co.nz.
All right, talking to Rangi Coleman, who is the BizLink Town Coordinator, and we'll take a little break. We'll come back and what would we do without Arkwright? Yes, if you did hear that song before, you would be right. See, I got so distracted with you, Rangi. I'm going to blame you.
You can blame me. That's one of my favourite songs of all time. I asked Brian to play it again for me.
For distracting me. Hey, it's great to have Rangi Coleman here, BizLink Town Coordinator. It's an interim position. Applications close when?
This Friday, November the 9th. So make sure you get your applications in, and you can send those through to us at BizLink Hawera. The email is office@bizlinkharbor.co.nz.
All right, Rangi, wrap it up. What do you want to convey to our listeners this
Well,
morning?
mainly to remind people about the date for our Christmas parade. That is the Hawera Christmas Street Festival and Parade 2012, December the 15th. Keep that date in mind. And everything kicks off at 9 a.m. that morning and should run to about 2 p.m. that afternoon. Our Christmas parade proper is due to kick off at midday that day. And we do have a few floats that have already been confirmed, and a few of the street acts too. So one of the ones that are coming back this year because they proved to be so popular were the stilt walkers. We're having the red fluffy dragons come back to Te Hawera this year for our Christmas parade. We also have a clown, so there'll be some clowning around that day, some balloon art as well as some face painting, and some joyrides and fun activities for the kids to take part in as well. So that's the Christmas parade, folks. Don't forget, December the 15th. That's a Saturday. Mark that one in your calendar, 9 o'clock to 2 p.m. And a reminder to all the business networks for BizLink Hawera that our November BA5 is happening on November the 15th. That's a Thursday, 5 p.m. at Tairua Lodge, 3 Puawai Street.
All right, Rangi Coleman, thanks for your time. We'll talk to you next Wednesday.
No worries. Thanks, Brian.